Hey guys, so I wanted to just jump on and answer a question that I've been getting asked quite a lot recently, and that is, where did HomePinr come from? And to put it simply, it's literally come from an idea that I had. It was born from a brainwave. So over Christmas this last year, I was actually driving to my grandparents with my wife, and we were talking about properties. And it was as simple as me saying at this moment in time, wouldn't it be ideal if we were able to pin a specific property and get notified when that property is listed? Because we've all been there before. We've all been on walks or in cities on holidays where we've seen properties that we would love to live, potentially live anyway. And unless you walk past these houses frequently, you would never know when they hit the market. Obviously, you can search generically for properties, absolutely, but you would have to be on it day after day, day after day in these specific areas, and then scroll through a whole list of different homes and bits and bobs that are on there. Whereas I wanted to be notified when one specific property came available. And like I say, it might not be in my town, it might have been in another town, a place that I visited, such and such. So yeah, that's where it stemmed from. So I had this brainwave, had a little look online to see if you were able to do it, and I couldn't find anywhere where you were able to, like I say, narrow it down to that specific property. So got in touch with a guy that I know. He put me in touch with some amazing developers, and from that idea, it's literally snowballed into what you see today, which is HomePinr. And obviously the idea behind it is that you are now able to pin specific homes, but you're also able to pin specific streets. And this is for a load of reasons. Obviously, people do have that specific dream home or a home that they walk past and they want to live in, they would love to live in. But it also, people like specific areas of towns, or they might be moving in from a different town, and there might be specific streets around certain things, i.e. schools, amenities, businesses, their place of work, whatever it is, that they want to be living in and around, in and amongst. So we have developed HomePinr that you can pin these streets and pin specific properties and get notified when owners claim their homes or houses that land on those streets that you've pinned. And this gives you an insight into the market as to how much demand is in your street. Now, this is before, you might not even be thinking of moving home or anything like that, but this gives you that real insight and knowledge that you can't gather unless you list your house. So it is all pre-market. In the way and the mindset that I'm moving down now, it's about being proactive on the property market rather than reactive. You know where you want to live, or you know the street that you would love to live on, so pin it and let the property owners on those roads, those streets, those areas know that there is demand, and that way you can make those specific connections with those people and be put in touch face to face with the property owners, and likewise the property owners can be put in touch face to face with potential property buyers. And that is literally where the whole concept of HomePinr has generated from. The best thing about it is it puts you in control. You pin those locations and you will get them notifications in your dashboard as and when properties are claimed. And again, you don't have to make contact with people. It might just be the data that you want, the insights, the demand to see, yeah, actually our home is in demand, or our street certainly has pins on there. It gives you that option to connect. And likewise, as a buyer, the more pins you place in locations, the more chance of connecting with a property owner you'll have. You see, I like the idea of being in control, of knowing if the demand is out there for my street, for my property, rather than relying on information from a third party telling me so. If I can see it, it gives me more control over what I want to do, either with my house or certainly with a property or a street that I have pinned on the app. It's great because this literally all came around from an idea that I had, and I've put the wheels in motion. I've developed something that I'm super proud of, and I hope you guys use it and use it to its full purpose and intention. It can save money. It can connect people, property owners with potential sellers, and likewise property sellers with potential owners. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy HomePinr and sign up for free, claim your property, start pinning those streets, because you never know, the demand is out there. Start connecting.